Some of you guys might remember Toyota's new anime series. We're already on season 2, and I'll be honest, I didn't watch all season 1, but it's pretty cool that the fact that they're doing this. I mean, Acura did their Chiaki's story, bringing back the Type S nameplate, and Toyota's like, hey, we're also going to be doing our grip anime. Well, last season there was a teaser of the MR2 or something looking like it underneath a sheet in the garage, and it was just like, wait, what's that going on? I made a whole video on that, but now what we have today is more telling. We seemingly have confirmation from Toyota that we have a whole new lineup of next generation sports cars. There was, all right. So right here, this is the image on this like transparent whiteboard thing, and let's take a look here. We have some really exciting sports cars coming up from Toyota. Is this just a teaser? Is this the mislead? There's no way this is not an Easter egg of things to come. That's my opinion. I would put money that all these vehicles are coming down the hatch, and we'll talk about when and the likelihood of certain models coming at certain times. We'll break that down today. But here we go. Let's get right into it. Supra Mark 6. Well, let's go ahead and look. How many generations of the Supra do we have? Well, we have 5 generations. The current generation, well, the 4th is the most famous, right? Then they brought back the 5th. They brought the Supra back for a 5th generation with collaboration with BMW. I just made a video this week on the new Supra. There's scans coming in from Best Car Web. If you guys remember, the new Supra seemingly going to be a hybrid 4-cylinder turbo, which is not going to get that many people excited. And I apologize. I have a crying baby at home. That's the way it is. But this is a very exciting vehicle coming down the hatch. All Toyota. BMW is left out of the equation. But a lot of people are sad that there is likely no inline 6 here. Toyota, unless they steal, Mazda's 3.3 liter, which I don't think it would be a good fit for this vehicle, even though it's an inline 6. I think we would need a smaller displacement than the 3.3. We need a 3.0. Instead, they're going to do this engine with 400 horsepower plus electrification. I think it's going to have plenty of power, but it might not have the same spirit as Supras of old. So it is what it is. And there's going to be a Lexus variant of it, which is pretty exciting to bring back maybe the SC nomenclature. That would be pretty cool. Let's go back to the scan or the slide here. Celica Mark 8. Well, when was the last Celica that we had? Well, it was this generation, which was the 7th generation, 1st gen, 2nd gen, 3rd gen, 4th gen, 5th gen, and there's the 6th gen, the Scotty Kilmer generation. And then we had the kind of like real sharp and sharky looking one for the 7th generation Celica. Now we have Mark 8. It's 8th generation coming out. I'm excited for it. And let's just tackle what else is on here. MR2. Well, we've had 2 true generations of the MR2. Then there was the MRS, which was kind of like the 3rd generation MR2. And the GR86, well, that's still a brand new sports car in my mind. It came out, in the around early 2010s? 1st generation 86, and it got called GR86 for the 2nd generation. The 3rd generation is it might leave Subaru in the dust here. That's what the talks are about. And then we have the GR GT3. In that same article from Best Car Web this week, or should I say for this month's edition, they talked about the Supra. Now, no mention of the Starlet on that whiteboard, but the Starlet, it's going to be a Japanese exclusive, I bet. All right, so here's the new Celica here at the bottom, and it'll be a front engine twin of the MR2, which of course will be mid-engine, but they're supposed to be using the 400 horsepower 2-liter 4-cylinder turbo, the new engine that will be going into the Supra. The Supra will electrify it to get more power out of it, but we could see manual transmission here. Supra, unlikely to see manual transmission. But these will have 4-wheel drive, or you could say the GR4 with essentially carryover of the all-wheel drive system from the GR Corolla and the GR Yaris. Okay, now just keep these designs with a grain of salt. We don't know exactly what these are going to look like. Yes, they've been talked about and speculated about for well over a year at this point. The new GR86, they're saying it will use the GR Corolla. So that's the thing. Without the GR Corolla or the GR Yaris on that whiteboard, I think they're going to get wiped from the lineup. That's going to be okay, I think, for most, because the GR Corolla will kind of, if it's going to be the 3-cylinder turbo, they'll just put in the GR86. And I know it's not a hatchback. Are we going to have a hatchback from Toyota? Yes. Well, you still see the GR Yaris and the GR Corolla here, or should I say the next level up, the GRMN. These have to come out, probably it's a final edition of these models before they're officially canceled. Okay. And then they're going to bring in the new generation of Celica, MR2, and GR86. And then last but not least, we will have the GR Super Sports twin turbo V8, potentially hybrid, and there'll be a Lexus variant of this as well called the LFR. So pretty damn exciting if you're a Toyota fan, and the fact that Toyota's leaning into it here, I'm pretty jazzed. Now, does it come as a surprise to me? I think the biggest surprise is the lack of GR Corolla, the GRMN models on here. I think that's telling that those are not going to get rebooted for a new generation. But the rest of these classic models, Supra, Celica, MR2, 8.6, those are all getting a go-ahead redesign and a new generation, which is pretty damn exciting. Now, maybe you can extrapolate something from what's going on here. Maybe this is the new 4-cylinder engine. It's just a guess. I'm not quite sure, but it could be, because the new 4-cylinder engine will be seen in the Supra, the Celica, the MR2. The 3-cylinder that we currently have in the GR Corolla will be in the GR86. GR GT3 is a V8. If you guys have an idea of what's going on here, let me know. Obviously, it's a breakdown of an engine. When would these vehicles will be coming? Well, I'm highly skeptical of this timeline from Best Car. If you guys watched my last video, you know I'm skeptical of it. A new GR86 in 2025, I am not buying it. And in fact, they're saying hybrid, inline 3 turbo hybrid. I'm not buying it. Okay, I'm buying maybe inline 3, 1.6 liter, a rear wheel drive. But I don't know if I'm buying the hybrid aspect. I don't know if I'm buying the 2025 timeframe. GR Super Sports. I don't think it's coming next year. I think it's coming in 2026 to replace the LC500, to kind of be a spiritual successor in some flagshipy way for a sports car of the LFA. Some call it LFA2. I think that's coming in 2026. Next generation GR Supra, they say 2026. I don't know. I feel like that's best case scenario, but I'm thinking 2027. Successor to the Celica GT4. It could come in again. All this is could be's, because we're all just speculating. I think realistically, all those cars will come before the end of the decade. The GR Starlet, again, Japanese market exclusive, but the MR2 and the Celica have to be released, I would say, soon. When are the Euro 7 guidelines coming? It looks like it could be by the end of 2026, late 2026, early 2027, approximately 2026 for autos, and that could be pushed back due to the mess that is Europe right now. So they need to have those vehicles probably. I don't know. Obviously I don't live in Europe, and I know like you have to, it's not like, okay, well you get in before there. It's like a time frame for when that vehicle for the next like 30 some thousand miles, it needs to be Euro 7 compliant. So I don't know. It depends. Are they going to hybridize all of them as a result? I highly doubt it. Or maybe Europe misses out on the MR2 and the Celica because they wouldn't be Euro 7 compliant. That's a possibility as well. So it's a mess with regulations going on, especially in Europe, and it makes me sad for you guys. Like, there's just no hope for any fun cars that are not electrified, which electrified cars, they're fun to an extent, but nothing comes close to internal combustion for enthusiasts. So I just don't have a high expectation of non-hybrid models like the MR2 and Celica making their way to Europe. But I could be wrong. Time will tell, because we just don't know exactly. best cars even say, hey, the Supra could be a plug-in hybrid. It's a possibility. So, I mean, the Supra has gone from BEV to back to BMW as a hybrid, back to plug-in hybrid. Now it looks like it's going to be inline four hybrid only Toyota as we get closer to it launching. I think that's pretty locked down, I would say, at this point in time. So I'll see you guys down below on what years you think each of these sports cars coming in, what powertrains you think they'll have, and which markets you think they will be available in. So I'm excited, guys. This is unlike Toyota to do anything like this, but at least they're getting with the times. They're getting with the modern hype machine to tease through social media. I think it's genius. Might as well use your cool new anime series to get the fans hyped, to get enthusiasts hyped. It's a perfect way to do it, in my opinion. I love the Easter egg stuff. I love this game, and I'll see you guys in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I mean, Toyota's not done with their sports cars with internal combustion. In fact, they're doubling down on it before things get outlawed and banned and put in a grave due to regulations globally. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.